So, with the Islanders from 1981 still on my board behind me and wearing an Ash vs. Evil Dead t-shirt because the series is great. No, I've not seen season 2 yet. Very anxious for it. I'm going to pre-order it. I'm going to binge watch it because that's what you do with Ash vs. Evil Dead like I did season 1. I watched the entire season in 2 days. Let's talk about Ovechkin. there's no segue. There's no way to segue from the awesomeness that is Ash vs. Evil Dead to Alex Ovechkin. Ovechkin has announced that he's going to go to the Olympics. He doesn't care. Ovechkin has exposed the weakness in the NHL's position on the Olympics. What can they do? Let's look at this realistically. Alex Ovechkin is a rich man. He doesn't need the money. Alex Ovechkin's on a team that looks like they're going to take a step back this year, so there may not be a big Stanley Cup push for him. This gold medal could be his Stanley Cup this year. For Ovechkin, it's about playing for Russia and giving them a shot at gold, and this could be their best chance. Canada, the US, Sweden, Finland, and the Czechs, they're all going to be weakened by what's gone on with the NHL pulling out of this. So, if Ovechkin goes over, and you've got a lot of decent NHL players over in the KHL, the Russians can put together a team that can almost cruise to a gold medal. So, adding Ovechkin to that lineup makes them even deadlier. So, the NHL is going to threaten to suspend him. Okay. If he loves playing for his country enough, he's not going to care that he gets suspended. That's not going to bother him. They could fine him. As I said, he's a rich man. It doesn't matter. See, the NHL's dug in on this. This is the schedule. That's it. There's no backup schedule. This is it. Nobody's going to the Olympics. This isn't the 1980s anymore. Players make a hell of a lot more money. They're much, much wealthier, and they can afford to bugger off. Is the NHL really going to tell Ovechkin he's not welcome back in the league? Let's just say that at the time Ovechkin goes over to play in the Olympics, he's leading the league in goals. And it's not outside the realm of probability that he could be there. Are they going to tell the NHL goal-scoring leader and Capitals fans, yeah, he's not playing for you when he comes back? Are they going to do that? Are they going to tell hockey fans around the league, yeah, the Caps are going to play shorthanded because Ovechkin decided to go over and play? And here's the problem. Here's the other big issue. What if Ovechkin's just the first? What if there's other players who are saying, man, I'd love to go play for my country, but I want to see what the NHL does with Ovechkin first? And what if between now and the Olympics, nothing happens to Ovechkin? Can they do anything for him threatening to go to the Olympics? Ted Leonsis isn't going to do anything about it. Leonsis came out publicly and said he supported Ovechkin going over and playing the Olympics. The owner of the Washington Capitals, so he's still going to pay him. But what if the NHL suspends him and tries to fine him? What if the NHL suspends Ovechkin and Leonsis says, I'm paying him anyways? Does the NHL fine Leonsis? Do they try to penalize the Capitals? Leonsis just says, all right, here's your fine. Here's your money. What if he pays it up front? What if the NHL says, if your player goes and plays overseas, he's going to be suspended, and if you try to pay him anyways, you're getting a fine. Okay, here's your money. It's sort of like when a cop pulls you over for a speeding ticket, and you look at the price, yeah, here you go, and you just speed off. Because you can cover another speeding ticket if you need to. It doesn't really matter. You don't care. So that's what interests me about this issue. So we're all talking about Ovechkin. What if Crosby does it? What if Malkin says, yeah, no, Ovi's right? What if Bobrovsky says to Columbus, I'm going over? Ovi's going, I'm going over. What if the players went? Is the NHL going to fine and suspend all of them? Are we going to witness games during the Olympics where most of the star players are gone, leaving some of the lesser lights in the NHL with a better chance? Or do the foreign teams say, yeah, you guys can come over and play for us, and does a Canadian and American team run by guys who are still affiliated with or would like to be affiliated with the NHL, do they say, no, we can't take you? And if Team Canada and the Team USA reject NHLers trying to come over to play for them in South Korea, and the Russians embrace them, how's that going to go over publicly? What about fans who are like, yeah, no, I'll stay up in the middle of the night in Canada to watch North Korea, or watch it in South Korea? That's not a problem for me. I'll do that. Do those fans then say, how will the NHL? The funny part of that is, and I always see, I'm done with the NHL, it's sort of like when people argue in favor of counterfeit jerseys. I'm not giving the NHL my money. I'm not giving the NHL my money when I buy a jersey from Full Moon either. The NHL already got its money when the jersey was initially sent out. Full Moon then pays a lower fee to get that jersey and then sells it to me. The NHL's not getting the money from that. So that's beside the point. That's just one of those things I noticed. I'm like, wait, no. If I buy jerseys secondhand, the NHL didn't get my money at all. It's weird. It's a weird argument. And for Ovechkin and Crosby and all these guys in the NHL right now, are they going to have the attitude of, we don't care about our money? We're going to go over and play for our country. What if Team Canada says, we'll take Sid the Kid? What if Team USA is like, well, we'll take star players, sure. No problem. What if Team Canada did and Team USA didn't? Or Team USA did and Team Canada didn't? And the lightning rod for this is Ovechkin. I don't begrudge Ovechkin for this opinion and for wanting to go over and for feeling this passionate about it. I've always sort of felt like Ovechkin is more passionate about the idea of winning an Olympic medal than winning the Stanley Cup. And I think a lot of that is upbringing. And just, I could be completely wrong, but that's how it's always felt to me. That Ovechkin takes those losses in the Olympics more personally than he takes the losses in the playoffs. Not that he's not devastated when they lose in the playoffs. I've honestly reached the point where I feel for Ovechkin every time Washington's eliminated from the playoffs. I really do. It sucks to see the look on his face because he's genuinely destroyed. Wouldn't it be nice to see him go over and get a gold medal? Not if you're Canada and the US on some level, but you know what? Sure. So what other players will follow him if the NHL can't do anything? And what can the NHL do? Let me know in the comments section below. What can the NHL do to stop Alex Ovechkin from going over and playing the Olympics? My answer is nothing. Because he's not going to care about a suspension. He's not going to care about losing money. He's got tons of money. He's played a long time in the NHL. And he knows as well as I do, the NHL is not going to keep one of its best goal scorers in history out of the game for very long. You're biting off your nose to spite your face. So again, let me know what you guys think. Hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. And thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you again soon.